G'day and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Smash. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw. Beside me is Ben Martin. We have got... Oh, how are you, Ben?
I'm good, thanks.
Fantastic. We have got a shortened round of COLAC District Sport because, of course, there was a couple of byes on the weekend in the CDFL, but we've got the GFL and the CDFL games that were played. So let's kick off the footy with Ben now.
Straight into the Geelong Football League action at the weekend. COLAC Tigers remain in finals contention after a bit of a scare, I guess, from Geelong West St Peters. They expected to win this one, the Tigers were, at Central Reserve, but only led by about 9 points, I think, at three-quarter time. But kicked away in the final quarter to win 14-12-96 to 8-12-60. So a pretty valuable win there. They remain in finals contention, but a tough month ahead. Alex Adams snuck forward to kick 2 goals for the Tigers. Jake Carmody, Pat Seal and Jake McGuire also had 2 goals for the Tigers. Carmody, Dylan Fedley, Lockie Veal, Ryan Monahan, Lockie Simpkin and McGuire, all the Tigers' best. For Geelong West St Peters, Tom Gribble, a former Geelong Falcon, was their best player. Straight into the COLAC District Football League news now. South COLAC, a similar story to the Tigers, I guess, prevailed to keep their finals hopes alive. Backs against it in this one, but they stuck ahead to beat Birregurra. Much to the delight of the South COLAC home fans at Joiner Reserve. The Roos won 11-10-76 to 10-5-65. Ben Cox kicked 4 goals for the winners, while Jake O'Dwyer, Sean Harrington and Justin Mooney were the Roos' best. For Birregurra, Tom McCrickard and Christian Kelly kicked 3 goals each, while their best players were Steve Sullivan and a couple of young fellas in Josh Weatherhead and Max Eagles. The next game now, Apollo Bay defeated Simpson, but still sort of chasing that 4-quarter effort. They want to fine-tune a couple of things before finals. That is Apollo Bay, who have actually secured a top 3 spot, so well done to the Hawks. They defeated Simpson 22-14, 146 to 9-6-60 at Apollo Bay Recreation Reserve. Their family day, I believe. There was a few family members down there to watch the Hawks win.
Lovely.
Nick Casbolt kicked 7 goals for the winners in his 3rd game for the season, while Carl, Boris McSparrow, Lee Hickey and Jezza Ellis were the best for the Hawks. Jake Carr kicked 3 goals for Simpson, while their best players were Joel Hayward, Brock Neal and Luke Wheel. The final game, Western Eagles have proved too strong for Otway Districts. The Demons remain winless with 2 games to go. The Eagles won this one 15-13, 103 to 11-8, 74 at Jellybrand Recreation Reserve. Amon Johnson and Jake Reid each kicked 3 goals, while their best players were Mark Shaw, Alan Dodds and Zach Thorne. For the Demons, Michael Moose Gray kicked 4 goals, while Martin Angus, Nathan Robertson and David Lebenka were the Demons' best players.
Good stuff. Let's get stuck into the netball now. We won't muck around. GFL netball first of all. COLAC played Geelong West St Peters, as Ben said. Unfortunately, in the netball, didn't get the result thereafter. They lost 31-50 in the end, so Geelong West getting a 19-goal win there. Zoe Don had 14 goals for the Tigers. Georgia Berry had 8. Emily Murfitt had 5. She had a bit of an injury, but apparently she's okay. Grace Langdon came on for her and scored 4 goals. The best players for COLAC were Emma Hillman, Chelsea Hillman and Georgia Berry. Of course, the Tigers out of finals contention, but 4 games to go and plenty to play for to finish off the season in a strong fashion. Let's get stuck into the COLAC District Netball news now. Of course, only the 3 games, and the first game was South COLAC versus Birregurra. South COLAC got a handy win here, 59-33, pretty comfortable in the end, but the Saints were competitive. After quarter time, they put in a good effort on the day. Nicole Mitchell scored 30 goals for South COLAC. Tegan McNamara had 25. For Birregurra, Jessica Whedon scored 16 goals. Karen Hart had 14. The best players were Rachel Baker in her return from the ankle injury, so she's right to go, and Karen Hart for Birregurra. Apollo Bay took on Simpson and they got a win, and they're pretty much guaranteed finals with that win. They won 54-38 against the Tigers. They got an 8-point lead in 5th position. Lorne is 2 games adrift. But has 2 tough games to finish the season. Kath Spears, 35 goals, having a great season. Jasmine Flakemore had 19. Georgie Rook had a great game. She scored 25 goals. The best players were Kath Spears and Hayley Powell for Simpson. Otway Districts versus Western Eagles. The Eagles got a very handy win, 38-32. They are still in top 3 contention, sitting in 4th spot. They need a few results to go their way, but they can certainly get a finals double chance. Jenny Fish had 21 goals. Danielle Bowen had 13. For Otway Districts, Jane Robertson had 22. Nadine Oborn had 8. Jenny Fish was the best player for the Eagles, and for Otway Districts, it was Emma Craddock. And of course, the finals dream is over for Otway Districts. They can't make it now; they're too far away. But they've had a very much improved season. There's no doubt about that. Now it's time for our favourite part of the show, the COLAC Herald Sports Person of the Week. This week we can call it the Sportsman of the Week because we've given it to a South COLAC footballer. Who is it, Ben?
That's right, we're giving it to Jake O'Dwyer this week. As we mentioned before, there was a pretty important game, South COLAC pretty much staring down the barrel of the gun of missing finals, but Jake O'Dwyer's steered his team to victory. Jake O'Dwyer missed the first half of the season recovering from a shoulder injury, and they had a pretty tough run actually. They lost a fair chunk of games, but it just shows how important Jake is. He's come back and steadied the ship, and now they could actually be playing finals. So well done to Jake and South COLAC.
Super player, and that's the end of a super edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Mash. Make sure you buy this week's papers, and we will catch you next week. See you later.
Bye.